Welcome back to Blast Process 4. I'm your host, Adrian VG. After that wonderfully musical Sonic R run by Jake the Gamer Waffle, we have some more Sonic 3D goodness for you. So we have Sonic Adventure DX, Sonic Story, the PC version, run by Nimputs, and we have Argik here for commentary.
Yeah. Hi everybody, I'm Nim, and I'm gonna be running this, and I'm very glad to have Argik here helping me with commentary. To start this run, I'm gonna go through introductions, because that makes counting down the timing a little easier. So give me just a quick second here, while we learn how to play this game. And we will be starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Thank you.
Alright. So we are going to be starting this run straight away with a boss fight. Also, hello everybody, I'm Argik, and good luck Nim with the run here.
Thank you.
So Nim is going to be manipulating Chaos here. You're going to see him do the attack almost immediately and then go back towards the starting area. That's going to force Chaos to pop up again immediately. The second hit he's going to go for here, and he is going to take damage, which will again force Chaos to pop up. Once he jumps to the top of the light post, he's going to move out the way, forcing Chaos to jump down and getting a nice quick hit there, allowing him to finish in a nice, smooth 16 seconds. And of course, the end of the first level there means we're going to head into our first action stage, and that is going to be Emerald Coast here. And the main form of movement that you're going to see throughout this run is you're going to see spin dash chaining here. So Nim is alternating between the two inputs for the spin dash. And there you just saw him do a charged spin dash onto a jump using the angle from the slope. Slope jumps here, very important. We'll explain more of them later. As he's running his way through here, he does a nice little skip, skipping the entire island there with the whale. And he's just going to run his way down the remainder of the piers here, spin dashing away from the whale as fast as he can, using these spin dash chains to his advantage. And then he's going to just casually spin dash up the side of a mountain here after this checkpoint. Going to line himself up to the bridge, allowing him to run, jump straight through, and head right into Act 2. And as we come through in Act 2 here, you're going to see him try and take the top route here. Just missing the speed shoes there, but that's not a problem, as he's going to run through the top side, hit the springs, and get all the way down halfway through Act 2 already without even blinking an eye. And he's going to jump round the side of an invisible wall here, allowing him to skip going up the top of the islands, jumping straight over the ocean there, no problem, using a slight slope jump there with the little inkling in the water, allowing him to jump up and skip a lot of platforming there. Nice dodge round the side of the loop there, skipping the loop-to-loop, saving a few seconds, and spin dashing all the way to end to saving Tails.
That was a really solid, how's it called again? Emerald Coast.
Emerald Coast, it was. Very smooth Emerald Coast there.
Much better
for you,
usually
buddy.
doing runs.
Yeah, so here we go. My question for us, is he going for the crystal ring? He is, but he's going to fly out of bounds here. And you can see him managing to go out of bounds through invisible walls and round into the crystal ring room. Better than he looks, and Nim makes it look, as he's going to head through now the second boss of the run, and our first look at Mr. Dr. Eggman, as he is hiding in the Mystic Ruins, because the train heading to the Mystic Ruins will be departing soon. And we're going to just spin dash our way across the train line here, jumping all the way over to the boss area just outside Tails' workshop. So what you're going to see Nim doing here is he is going to end up doing a quick kill on this boss. The quick kill, of course, is where they are going to do 3 phases of the boss, and we're just going to skip all that. So he's going to fire 1 salvo of missiles here, and once the boss has dunked himself into the ground with his giant drills here, and Nim is going to do just triple homing attack. Just spam the button, and away it goes.
Yeah, there's actually a voice line there that can cause the game to lag, and then you can miss the 1 cycle, but you can just delete the file of the voice line, and then it'll work every time.
Yeah, some people like to play in Japanese, other people like to just remove the voice line completely. But now we've grabbed ourselves the Windstone. We're going to head over to Windy Valley. You can see Nim there just doing little hops and that. Sonic moves faster downhill while carrying objects. You want to be careful not to throw the wind key into the wall, that I've done maybe 1 or twice. And as we're going to come into Windy Valley here, you're going to see this game get broken wide open. Quite literally, as just after this first checkpoint here, Nim is going to line up against the wall, spin dash straight through it. Because walls are but suggestions. We are now in Gamma section of the level, taking us straight over to the tornado section here. And you saw Nim switching the camera there. This is going to make the inside of the tornado easier for him to navigate. And that noise means he was trying to do the skip, but unfortunately having to take the trampoline. Oh, falling all the way down.
There we go.
But we're going to try that for a second time here. So what he's trying to do here is if you spin onto the platform, you can then do a homing attack towards the spring on the bridge there that allows you to miss the trampoline, aptly known as trampoline skip, and we head straight. Now at 3 here, you're going to see Nim just fall all the way down to the side. Does a quick restart there because when you go into Act 3 from the tornado, it launches you in the air and then you got to wait to come back down. If you do the restart, you skip flying in the air and you're immediately falling down. Now, Nim is going to be doing spin dashes here, but you'll notice that he's not chaining the spin dashes, and that's because as long as you are moving downhill, it is safer and faster just to leave yourself rolling. You only want to spin dash chain when you're going uphill or are on solid ground. Again, a quick switch into the different camera method here, switching to free camera, so Nim has a little bit more control over the camera here. He's going to do a spin dash hover over the kill plane there, making sure he doesn't hit the automatic loop section, and then he's going to jump off the side here, and this is going to allow him to navigate around some more kill planes that you can't see, and suddenly the end island is going to come into view. Nim's going to land right on the emerald, just like that, nice and easy. 10 points to Gryffindor right there, because that was such a smooth landing.
Yeah, like, I do that a lot with, like, the camera switching. That's something you have to do a lot in this game. There's just some sections where one camera is better than the other, and you just kind of have to know which one to use on one section. So, this is basically what happens every time you see me pause and then menu a little bit.
Yeah, and the quicker you are at those, it doesn't even look like you're doing anything in the menu. It just looks like it was an accidental pause. So what Nim's doing right now is he's going down into the sewers to grab the speed shoes, because the speed shoes is a story flag and also required for accessing certain stages. Well, they're meant to be. Nim's going to prove that that is completely not true. So we now have the ability to do the Lightspeed Dash. The Lightspeed Dash, while very awesome, along with the Crystal Ring here as well, which will charge it up significantly quicker, is entirely useless because we are going to do some more jumps here. We're going to use the stairs down the bottom here. We're going to line ourselves up, do a spin dash, use the slope of the stairs, do a nice big jump, and immediately hit the button. This takes us into Casinopolis. Now, don't blink or you're going to miss this stage. We're going to line ourselves up against the wall here, spin dash through, down, out of bounds, onto the set of golden rings at the bottom, spin dash on the slope with the camera that you just saw there, go even further out of bounds, around an invisible wall, and come back in bounds and grab the Chaos Emerald. That stage was done in 9 seconds, but because the Chaos Emerald's there, it has 10 seconds to the in-game time. If you blinked, you missed it. So now the game has revealed the Ice Stone, and we're back into the Mystic Ruins with it.
Yeah, the casino skip is fantastic, because casually that stage takes, like, I don't know, I assume most people take like 10 minutes for it. That's at least how long I took for it. It's really tedious, and you can just do it like that in 10 seconds. It's great.
Yeah, normally in the casino stages, you are required to go get 400 rings to go and grab the Chaos Emerald. But we don't need to do any of that, as you just saw. And if you thought that level was broken, ho 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 ho.
Yeah, we also don't do anything of the next level, so if you liked Ice Cap, I'm sorry.
I love Ice Cap. I love this Act 3 song, but yeah, we ain't going to do any of that. So Nim trying to jump there just to hit the kill plane. Unfortunately, not the kill plane, the level plane, the loading zone, that's the word. So you're going to see Act 1 here. We're going to go to the top of the mountain, and Nim's just going to try and do a spin dash jump and then a homing attack over to the end of Act 1. There you go, that's done. So 2 jumps and away you go. In Act 2 here, you're going to see him do a spin dash jump round to the bridge, homing attack straight through the bridge as if it doesn't exist. And the third one, there's a wall here. You know what that means. We're going to walk right through it, lining ourselves up, getting the correct angle, lining ourselves up with an appropriate part of the background here. You're just going to be hearing whistling in that. We are currently falling down the entire snowboarding section here. Nim is carefully lining himself up as well. You're going to see the level load towards the left-hand side of the screen. Keep a look at the top left there, and you should see the stage come into view. You don't want to get too close to that because there are kill planes around it. And once you start to see the main part of the level coming into view, Nim is just going to line himself up. He is currently holding forward right now, keeping himself moving as further forward as he can be because he wants to land as close to the ground, to the bottom of the emerald. You can see now he's going to have to just navigate back slightly to the left. He's missed all the kill planes, so no resetting, no snowboarding section for us. And away we go straight down to the bottom, almost at the bottom of the hill there. And a 17-second time freeze means the first 2 acts were absolutely phenomenal. And there you go. That is Ice Cap complete.
Yeah, I might also notice that in Act 3, like, the timer was paused the whole time. That's kind of more or less intended, because usually it's supposed to, like, stop when you enter Act 3 and then restart once you get into the snowboard section. But I never got into the snowboard section, so it just stays frozen like that.
Indeed. Now coming up for the greatest meme in Sonic history.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Give it your best. Oh no.
And now from the greatest thing to the worst thing.
Unfortunately, yes. We are now up to Chaos 4 here. So for those of you not aware, Chaos gets more powerful the more Chaos Emeralds he consumes, and he now has 4 of them. So he's a giant fish in a pool in the Mystic Ruins. Why? We don't know, but he is. So what we're going to be doing here is Chaos is going to do 3 movements, and then he's going to do an attack, and he'll do another 3 movements, and then pop his head up. He's going to do that for the first 5 hits and then change it up on the 6th hit. What Nim is doing here is Nim is trying to manipulate Chaos in such a way where he is not going to do a specific attack known as blue balls, where Chaos will split into 4 blue balls and it loses about 8 seconds every time we do it. So ideally what you want to see is you want to see tail swipe or splash, and you don't want to see blue balls, which we just saw. Great, there's the blue balls. Don't see them. That's bad. Feels bad.
I'm not
so
sure
if
not sure if I did the manip right. Like, even if you do it perfectly, you still have like I don't know, a chance that it won't work properly. But I'm not even sure if I did it correctly. But like, yeah, you can't 100% avoid it, unfortunately.
No, the last I heard, the way the manipulate works is basically between movements 2 and 3 is when he decides which attack he's going to do. And you want to be a set distance away from him and also in the air when he decides that. And it's like, as Nim says, it's not a 100% guarantee that he won't do the attack, but based on the data we've seen, it helps. But yeah, that's an 8-second loss. And the final hit here, he moves 3 times, does 3 attacks, and he repeats that cycle 3 times until finally he'll pop his head up and allow us to move to the final hit there.
Another issue.
It's great.
Another issue with Chaos 4 and doing it correctly is Chaos 4 is just straight up extremely boring. So it's very easy to just stop paying attention and then do the wrong thing, and then, yeah.
Yep, exactly. As we come through now to one of the greatest and hardest sections of SADX here, we have got Sky Chase. Now, for those of you not available, not aware, this is a shoot 'em up section. You've got to be very, very precise with your shots here. You got missiles, you've got bullets, but Nim currently right now struggling to fire any shots at the moment. A little bit stuck up in the top left corner here. This is a glitch, unfortunately. I don't know if he's going to be able to get out of the glitch at the moment.
I keep messing up all the shots. That's going to cost me like a whole lot of, like, maybe about 0 frames. It's really bad, but yeah, marathon luck, I guess. We'll just have to deal with it with a 0 frame time loss.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you could get away with it. Like, the score, it's not going to be the highest score you've ever got, but you know, you don't have to worry about it. Like, I believe you'll be able to get out there eventually. The good news is the enemies don't seem to be able to hit you either, so maybe this is a glitch that helps you out more than hinders you.
Yeah, it's nice you can take a break. Like, getting some water or something is pretty good.
Stay hydrated, always important during your run.
If you haven't been hydrating yourself, go hydrate now, and now is the perfect moment.
Indeed. But of course, in all seriousness, this is Sky Chase. It's an auto-scroller. There's not a lot you can do here. Pick a corner, go sit in it. I prefer top right, Nim prefers top left. Doesn't it make a difference? But we just got to wait it through here. So just a quick rundown on some of the speed tech that you have saw. Again, fastest way of moving is spin dash chaining. So Nim is alternating between the 2 buttons to spin dash. That is the fastest form of movement. You will not spin dash chain if you're going downhill. You just want to roll. And you can combine spin dashes with jumps. If you do it on a horizontal jump, you gain a lot more distance. If you do it on a slope, you can gain a lot of height, as you've saw throughout the run so far. This is, of course, the end of the end game. We're now going to come in towards the mid-game section, which is going to consist of Twinkle Park, Red Mountain, and then another Sky Chase. Oops.
Yeah, it's nice that the Sky Chasers, there's 2 of them, and they pretty much evenly split the run in 3 parts. So it's pretty much early game, mid game, end game, and they're split with Sky Chasers. It's pretty even. That's nice.
Yeah, and now we are coming to the end of Sky Chase here. So the tornado is going to get shot down with a giant laser beam from the nose of the egg carrier. How this giant laser only manages to hit a wing, I'll never know, but video game logic.
This looks pretty dramatic, them falling from the sky now, but luckily in the Sonic universe, fall damage doesn't exist, so they'll be fine. But yeah, off to the next stage. Twinkle Park, there's 2 scary skips in there if you want to explain those.
Indeed. So, Twinkle Park, the first area in Twinkle Park is the go-karts or the dodgems, and you're going to see Nim grab one of the dodgems, and then he's going to try and line himself up for track skip. As the name suggests, he is going to skip a part of the track. Now, the way these cars work is that the more rings you have, the faster they will go. So, Nim is going to try and get into one here, and doing a little bit of swag backwards movement there, and the booster will set him the right way around. So, he's going to try and grab some of these item boxes and be very careful with the rings, and then he's going to line himself up in such a way where he is going to stand on the edge, and when he gets to the edge, he's going to duck right to the left there, holding left, lining himself up, nailing track skip, not a problem there. And now he has the nice section here of just casually cruising down towards the end of this section. Going to grab as many rings as they can because that will allow him to go as fast as possible. 99, of course, is the maximum rings. But as for every 10 rings, you will gain the speed boost.
You say not a problem, but I was actually really scared of that one.
Track skip is surprisingly difficult. Like,
yeah.
Because it depends on the amount of rings you get. And one of the ring boxes is a random ring box. And if it gives you 40 rings, you're just like, well, I'm now going to... I'm just going to overshoot this.
Adjust for the rings. But anyway, second scary skip.
Second scary skip, we're coming up for roller coaster skip. So Nim's going to line up during the transition here. He's going to try and homing attack and lining himself up with a spin dash hover straight over to the purple roof. This is now skipping the entire roller coaster section. He's going to do a number of spin dash jumps, as you can see here, allowing him to get over the invisible walls that are at the castle and finishing the stage in the same time it would take the cutscene to actually play. So yeah, skim the cutscene and finishing the stage before the cutscene would have even finished. Absolute god gamer right there.
Yeah, and if you fail any of these 2 scary skips, they both lose like 20 seconds each. It's really sad when that happens.
It is indeed. And there you just saw the speedrunner card. No speedrunner picks up the speedrunner card. That does let us into Speed Highway. But we're just going to take Knuckles' entrance here. Nim opting for the jumping through the roof homing attack method here. Number of methods to get into this area. As you can see, he hits the loading zone and straight into Speed Highway he goes. So Speed Highway, we're going to navigate our way here nice and simply onto the roof.
Like this.
No, doing a number of spin dashes. Didn't quite get the jump. And based on him saying he doesn't like this, unfortunately landing on the outside of the fence, but that doesn't matter because you can just do a nice jump, homing attack over the fence, and then navigating his way through the rest of it. Dangerously spin dashing on the corkscrew because he's showing off now, making sure he can save himself on the end here. Did he get the jump? He saved himself, which is great.
That was a mess. That was a mess. Damn. And I somehow didn't die.
Yeah, it was definitely not as smooth as you wanted there. You want to go from the corkscrew onto the teal section of the building, then from the teal section of the building onto the building with the rocket. But a little bit of whiffing there, but Nim's skill coming through, showing you that you can recover. And now he's just spin dashing casually down the side of the building, going so fast that he's actually going through the barricades that are supposed to stop him. And away he goes.
Yeah, I somehow messed up everything in Act 1, but it's fine. I didn't die.
No, didn't die, and that's absolutely amazing. So Act 3 here, nice and simple, a small area, just casually going through the side of the buildings as if their hitbox doesn't exist, straight through to the capsule, and done. So I did say we were going to go for Twinkle Park and Red Mountain. I knew I forgot a stage somewhere. It was Speed Highway we forgot. So now we're heading to Red Mountain as Amy has been kidnapped by Zero the robot. And we got to go and find where that is. So Nim is going to go through the hotel just to activate the cutscene that is going to allow us to head straight towards the Mystic Ruins. And that will open us up the ability to get the second power-up, which is the Ancient Light. And the Ancient Light is used exactly twice in the run. One, to open up Red Mountain, because even though we can get over the cage or the gate that Red Mountain is locked behind, unless you destroy the key in the cage, the loading zone doesn't appear. So that is a mandatory power-up. It is required. We also need it to speed up Chaos 6, but more on that when we get to it. So the Ancient Light is achieved. We're just going to get ourselves straight in a red mountain. One of my favorite levels to play,
Yeah,
actually.
same.
It's a really,
It's really
fun level.
It's great.
So you're going to see Nim here grab onto the missiles here, but we're not going to go around any parts of these mountains. We're going to do some spin dash jumps, hitting all the buttons to activate all the missiles that we need. And we're going to just land on the spring directly in front of us, doing a spin dash jump. Oh, he's opting for the going around the mountain, avoiding the springs there. Getting launched by the rocks. They're switching to free camera, which is very important for the next section because we are going to go around the mountain rather than up the mountain, using the collision on the mountain there to our advantage, sticking ourselves on some of the collisions here, doing spin dash jumps, allowing us to go right round straight into Act 2. And then from Act 2 here, we're going to make ourselves some makeshift platforms. Remember earlier we were talking about the spin dash jumps being powerful depending on the slopes that you've got. We're going to line ourselves up on these platforms in the lava, charge up a good spin dash, do a nice big jump from it, gaining a superb amount of height, repeating the process on the little rock outcrops here that are inside the mountain, dashing through the fire, because fire doesn't hurt if it burns you on the ends. It does in the middle though, hitting the rocket to the end, and that is going to take us straight into Sky Chase Act 2.
Yeah, there's this big lava room at the end of Red Mountain, and usually you're supposed to like go in circles a bunch through that room while the lava level rises, and you can access more and more sections of that until you finally make it to the end. But if you just do these slope jumps on the floating platforms, you can just skip all of that in like 5 seconds. There's a similar thing going on later in Lost World.
Lost World has some amazing things to it.
Yeah.
You're going to enjoy it. The last 3 levels here, Sky Deck, Lost World, and Final Egg, are all amazingly busted. Just in such glorious fashion. If you love Final Egg, we are so sorry, but you're not going to see any of it.
Well, Act 1.
You'll see about a minute of it. You'll see Act 1.
Yeah.
But we still need to break that. If somebody can help us break Act 1, that would be amazing.
Yeah, it's unfortunately too horizontal, so even if you get out of bounds, you don't really get anywhere, I think. But like Act 2 and 3, they just start at the top and then just go straight down. So if you get out of bounds, you can just fall to the end, and we're gonna do that. But we're not there yet. We're not even there yet. There's still 2 stages to go.
Yep. And then this wonderful auto-scroller again, where we just gotta wait. Thankfully, at the end of this one, there's like a boss fight we need to do, which is amazing. It's so hard. Like, I cannot wait to describe that to you. You're gonna absolutely love it. But until then, we're gonna watch Tails transform, and we're gonna mock him because he forgot to put landing gear on his plane again.
Spoilers.
Spoilers! Oh no!
But something weird about this game is it's timed in in-game time also, but if you look at the leaderboards, all the in-game times are higher than the real times, and that is because the frame rate of the PC version of this game is inconsistent and runs at speeds of 60 to 63 FPS. And that results in different real-time speeds the game is running at, so you can't have fair competition with that going on. So what the in-game timer of this game does is it counts the frames and converts the frames to a 60 FPS real time, and because the game is actually more than 60 FPS, the in-game time ends up being higher than the real time. So that's something strange about this game. If you look at the leaderboards and you get confused what's going on there, that's the reason. But yeah, we're getting to the end here, just passing under the egg carrier one last time, and then we get to the extremely intense final boss of this auto-scroller.
Yep.
It's about as intense as the auto-scroller gameplay.
I did say I was going to give a super awesome commentary for it, but I'm going to let you focus on this, Nim. I'll explain it afterwards. So, serious time here, folks.
Okay, oof, just barely got it.
There you go. All right, folks, so what you just saw there was Nim doing an absolutely fantastic job there, destroying the 6 missile launchers on the front. Yeah, you just got to fire in the middle there. It's completely pointless. So now we're going to do our crash landing onto the air carrier here. Nim's just going to spin that straight into the next cutscene here, but this cutscene is really interesting because you can skip the first part of it. If you try and skip this transformation sequence, however, the game just pauses as this is rendered in engine. So Nim pausing there just to show off. See, you can pause it. Tails, of course, Sega absolutely loves it, and we're heading straight into the sky deck. Personally, my favorite song from the game. It is absolutely glorious. And we're going to go through here. So you're going to be the sky deck. The name suggests if you fall off any of the platforms, you're going to lose a life. Nim is going to navigate his way over here to the first set of the arrows, allowing him to climb all the way up there, skipping some of it. Not getting enough speed on the jump there, so he's just going to navigate his way over, getting a nice big height there using the hover frames that he has, jumping straight over the holes here, hitting the rocket, hitting the explosive capsule, getting rid of the enemies that are in the way there. Remembering he's not hit any checkpoints yet. He's taking this in a rather not dangerous way. Well, yeah, no, it's kind of dangerous. If he dies here, it's very, very bad. Let's hope he doesn't. As he lines himself up onto the side, you're going to do a spin dash jump straight over, landing towards the cannon, finishing Act 1 in, well, an absolutely amazing time here. So Act 2 now. Act 2 acts as a checkpoint. Doesn't need the checkpoint right in front of him there. So spin dash as quickly as he can, getting himself over to an area where he's going to try and set up a nice big jump. Oh, just getting on the edge of the platform there.
Yeah, really
almost close to falling off there. And trying to get to the cannon here at the very end. Will he hit the cannon before Takal tells him where to go? Sneaking into the cannon, even though the cannon didn't move. Lucky cannon for him. As he comes in at 3 here, there are gravity shenanigans going on in this room. Will Nim use any of it? No, because he's going to jump straight off the edge, hit the button there, and nailed it. Getting the Act 3.
I don't have splits open, but I'm pretty confident that would have been a gold split. That was really good.
A 119, yes. Absolutely fantastic there. So there's meant to be gravity shenanigans in that room, but Nim charged a spin dash jump, got onto the invisible wall that triggers the gravity switch, and then just switched from holding up to holding left, landing right on the capsule, finishing the stage and not soft locking. And now we've got the Gamma fight. It's another character fight. Not a lot they need to worry about there. We're going to see if Nim can try and get a little cutscene skip here. Spin dash straight into the door. Oh, no, not opting for the door strat. Going straight down the edge there. But the cutscene's just going to put you right outside the door anyway. Getting a fantastic camera angle in the room. Forcing you to switch back to the all camera there so you can see where you're going. Charging up. The only time we're going to use the lightspeed dash. Because, well, there you go. And it quickly charges up a mini spin dash there because the actual orbs from the lightspeed dash as they charge have collision. So they hit the button that was under the captain's seat there, allowing you to save a couple of seconds instead of having to stand on that, wait for it to move, as we're heading into Chaos 6. So the objective for Chaos 6 here, very simple. Eggman's going to drop down little enemies. You want to grab the enemies, throw them at Chaos so he gets frozen, charge up a spin dash attack, then release a spin dash attack that will deal 2 points of damage. Repeat that a second time, and away you go.
This boss is pretty easy on paper, but it can do like 10 million things that it doesn't go the way you want to. So we'll see how this goes. I'll take this as a backup. Nope. I'm glad I picked this up as a backup. Okay.
Yeah, that was unusual there. I don't know why you didn't get a second
damage on that. I don't understand it
either.
I don't understand it either. That happens to me so often that the attack misfires. I don't really understand it. I'm sure somebody who knows more about the game than me could explain this to me, but I have no idea.
I've never actually seen that before. That's the first time I've saw it. So today I learned. I know, now we are coming into Lost World. So Lost World here is split up into 3 acts. Who would have guessed? And we're coming down to the first section here where we're going to pray that we get good RNG in Flame Tunnel. Flame Tunnel, please be nice to us. And Flame Tunnel, it has these little platforms that are going to pop out. Sometimes they're on fire, sometimes they're not. Nim getting a really good Flame Tunnel there, straight down the middle. And we're going to line ourselves up for Snake Skip. Again, switching into free camera. Going to launch ourselves onto the top of the snake's head, using the angle from the side of the snake, making sure we get up to the top room here. He's going to hit the button and try and spin dash over. Unfortunately, getting the homing attack instead of a jump, meaning he's going to have to do a quick restart just to get himself back up there again. Resetting the snake's position, raising the water height to level 3, spin dash from the switch over onto the snake. And then we're going to skip this entire puzzle. We're going to just stand at the door. We're going to pause it, phase right through the door. The only reason we think that works is because once you pause the game, the door is set to open. And if you release a spin dash, pretty much the instant you unpause it, the door is not there, so you can phase through.
I think it just unloads the object while you pause, but I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And then in the middle room there, He skips the entire mirror room. He's now down to the slide here. And he's going to run into the rock. He's going to rubber band the rock, maybe, because this rock is evil. Faster you go, the faster it goes. And if you suddenly slow down, it doesn't, and it'll hit you. So you can see the boulder coming down here. So Nim's going to be taking his time all the way through it as they go through. Whee! And done. Straight in, through, and round. And then coming into the gravity section again, where there's going to be 2 buttons we're going to press. That's going to change the position of the panels that are going to allow us to stand on them and have wonky gravity. He's going to jump right up. Tried to do a little homing attack there. Going to have to go back for a second setup on this one. And gets the jump. Opting for the alternative strat, just spin dash jumping over. Unfortunately getting pushed off by the wall there. The wall just being a little bit annoying. Sometimes it does this.
I didn't get a jump there for some reason. Make sure I get this right now. Game. Okay, there we go.
It's a Sonic game.
I think I accidentally hovered or something. I'm not sure. But it's fine.
Yeah, not bad.
Sonic 3D games are still the same as any other Sonic game. You press the jump button and he didn't jump. But a little bit messy there, but still finishing in good time. And now we get sent to the past. We're on Angel Island. We are in the Master Emerald Shrine area here. Sonic getting some lore, of course. We're speedrunning. We're skipping all of that. And we are heading straight down towards the Eggman's secret base in the jungle. That's not really secret anyway. Hardest puzzle in the video game. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or in this case, 2, 3, 1, 4. I don't know. Just hit the 4 buttons in the middle. It'll open the door. So final egg here, Act 1, relatively normal, spin dash chaining our way over through the level here. Nothing too serious that you need to worry about. Just going to navigate up on our way over here, spin dash jumping over the conveyor belt areas, making sure you don't get hit. Unfortunately, accidentally, once again, not getting a jump, even though you press the jump button, because Sonic just doesn't jump. And it just means we're going to have to do that again, but it is not an issue. Hitting the checkpoint there for safety as we come through. And just jumping your way up again, using the slopes to your advantage.
I think I slipped off the conveyor belt before I got the jump in or something.
Yeah. So coming through the giant cylinders, they're going to be very careful. You don't want to spin dash and hit the boosters at the same time, because if you do that, sometimes it'll phase you right through the cylinder and you'll die. Here's Act 2. Don't blink or you'll miss it, because we're just going to turn around, going to go out of bounds, and we're going to fall straight down to where Act 3 is. So Nim's camera's being mean at the moment. Once he gets up there, away he goes. Spin dashes out of bounds, falling all the way down Act 2, making sure we back ourselves back in bounds, and then just going down towards where the Act 3 elevator is. Into the elevator, pausing, getting the restart. That just saves like 2 seconds, so you don't have to watch the death animation. And for Act 3 here, Nim's going to jump on top of the elevator, go right out of bounds onto the right-hand side there, straight in front of him, jumping over, counting to 5 in his head. He's going to then turn left and land straight at the end. I told you weren't going to see much of this stage.
Nope. Okay, now my biggest fear in running this game at marathons. I'll try to focus on this.
Everybody's biggest fear. Yes, this one is genuinely a hard boss fight. It is Sonic's final boss fight. Time is coming up on the final hit here. We'll let you know when that's coming up. But this is Egg Viper, aka Get a Load of This, the boss. So he's going to do a number of attacks here, and the platforms that you're standing on are not as solid as they should be. So what you're going to have happen through here is he's going to do double laser cycles, and then he's going to pop his head out. You're going to want to hit him and then go back onto the platform that you came from. For the next 2 hits, he's going to do the exact same again. He's going to do 2 laser cycles. Then he's going to fire a big laser and line himself up to become vulnerable. Normally, Egg Viper will extend himself all the way towards the end, and you have to homing attack his tails to try and hit him. That is not going to happen. Nim is going to charge his spin dash jump before the boss moves away, landing back on the platform. This saves a lot of airtime, because once you hit the boss in the center of the arena, he sends you flying into the air. Once we get to the 3rd hit, he's going to start doing other styles of lasers, and then finally move on to Beyblades. And of course, get a load of this, because you hear get a load of this all the time. So coming up to hit number 3 there, spin dash jumping. He's got one more dangerous hit to come here. And that is dangerous because you are spin dashing over a kill plane. If you fall down there, that's it. You got to restart the stage. And again, these platforms are not as solid as they should be. You actually want to be inside the railings, not outside. If you're outside the railings, that part.
I'm not sure what happened.
And there you go. Looked like you didn't get enough speed on the spin dash, and when you tried to jump back, you didn't get enough to get back, unfortunately. Exactly what you don't want to see in a speedrun, unfortunately.
Yeah, I should have backed out of that one and just just try to hit the tail. I think it's really dangerous if you get like a wonky jump and then try to hit him directly. It's much safer to just go for the tail if you get a jump like that.
Indeed. But yeah, Egg Viper doing what Egg Viper does best. Again, even the top runners of the game, like Nim here, completely just at the mercy of this boss.
I'm not quite a top runner, but thank you.
You're sitting around the 33, 34, 35 minute mark, mate. You're a top runner in my book. But yeah, just this boss it's terrible. Honestly, it's terrible. But yeah, so we're just coming to the remaining hits here again. Got 2 more laser hits before we switch on to the Beyblade platforms.
Get a load of this.
So again, another bunch of lasers. Get a load of this.
It's no use. Give up.
That's much better.
So yeah, now after this hit here, what you're going to see is you're going to see Eggman go to either side of the platforms here. He's going to start doing Beyblades. You're going to jump on the Beyblade and then hit the boss. Again, this is another time where the voice lines can cause some lag. So you want to be either disabling them or getting rid of the offending voice lags. And then once you've done that, he will switch up and start destroying the platforms. And as you just saw there, he's going to destroy platforms on your side now, 2 platforms at a time. 2 more hits to go. The first one, we can hit the platform immediately with the Beyblades. The second one, you need to wait until Eggman is over a platform because you lose control on the game. So you want to make sure that you wait. And then once you're over the platform, hit the boss. Time is coming up. Nim will let you know.
Yep.
Watch out! He's up to something.
And time.
GG.
Thank you.
GG's, buddy. Well done.
Thank you so much, Argic, for the commentary. I could not have made this as hype as it was without you, so I super appreciate it.
Thank you for inviting me. It was a pleasure. As you know, I do love doing commentary all the time, and the more times we get to do it, the more fun we all get to have. So big thank you to you, and GG's on the run, mate.
Thank you. And thank you as well, Last Process crew, for having me. I am here. The run turned out pretty well. It's unfortunate I died at the end of Egg Viper that loses so much time, and now the time that I got in the run doesn't look that great compared to what I can get. But that's just Egg Viper, that's just what happens, so not too fussed about that. But yeah, I could have probably been like easily like 1.5 minutes faster or something. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the run. Thanks again, Argic, for the commentary. Thanks, Blaster Process, for having me. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the marathon. There's so many great stuff coming up. And yeah, thank you. Bye.
All right. Thank you both so much. Thanks, Nim, for the run, and thank you, Argic, for the enthusiastic commentary. Thank you. Much appreciated from both of you. We'll be continuing on with more Sonic goodness. Up next is Sonic Riders, the GameCube, run by Nativen. Stay tuned.